I have 38 big animals in this field and 30 calves on 23 acres. Last year I cut a 4-acre piece here and a 4-acre piece down there because our ranching operation was in dire straits. It was really dry. We had the well go down in Pine Creek, which was a disaster. It was down for 22 days. We had 30 acres of grain in. We thought we'd get 30 loads of hay. We got 13. And so it was out of necessity that we decided to go ahead and start running the electric fence. This is a high-intensity grazing. Now right now you'll think I've turned them into a crop of hay, but we will keep them here for about 2 weeks or 2.5 weeks on this 8-acre piece, and we will graze it down until it is about 4 inches of stubble height. 4 inches is ideal because you see, your field is a solar panel, is what it amounts to. And if your solar panel is only 1 inch high, it doesn't absorb very much of the sun's energy. But if it's 4 inches high, it absorbs 4 times the amount of energy from the sun. So it's growing so much more feed. And it grows in geometric progressions, like 1 inch becomes 2 inches. 2 inches become 4 inches. If you have 4 inches of stubble height and it doubles itself, you suddenly have 8 inches of feed. So it is really ideal.
Irrigated pastures in Utah represent one of the greatest opportunities we have to improve the health of the land, to increase farm productivity and profitability. When we're talking about grazing management on irrigated pastures, we want to pay attention to the intensity of use, the frequency of use, how often the plants are bitten, the duration of use, the duration of the rest, and the timing or season of use. And if we can pay attention to those 4 principles and try to make improvements through rotational grazing and offering rest to the plants during the year, there's a lot of opportunity to improve the productivity of the land and the health of the land. The NRCS in Utah has been, for the past few years, trying to teach these principles in pasture schools and pasture walks, and it's people like Darrell Yardley who have been able to really take advantage of that knowledge and apply it on their farm.
We learned in the crop school or the pasture school how high it had to be and how long it should be rotated and rested, and they really like it cut in 5 pieces because it gives you a little longer time to grow back the grass. If you have 5 pieces, it's ideal. We just had 4, but it worked out really good for us. And if you have 3, if you can rest 2 of them, you'll do better and you'll still raise a lot more feed than if you have the cows just eating it down. The cows are funny. They eat the nice grass, the tender grass, and they leave the old stuff. This way, they have to eat the old stuff. And then it all becomes tender stuff. And so it works good for the cows in the end. Okay, we kept the cows on this pasture for 19 days. We had all of the animals here except the little bull. The big bull chased him over the fence because he was breeding a cow. But anyway, they've eaten this down to about 4-inch stubble height. It's just about ideal to move them. They also ate a lot of the feather grass, or the Garrison creeping foxtail as some people call it. Now this will start to reproduce, and this will be really fine feed as we come back to it. Over the fence, I'm going to go over there. This has been rested for a period of 19 days. You can see the clover has come back good. The grass is coming back good. There's a lot of young growth here, and the cows are doing well on the feed here. Now we'll have them eat it down, and then it will come back again. And if we can get some fertilizer on it, we're going to put a little fertilizer on it to stimulate it because it kind of goes dormant in late July and August. That's where our solar panel is down there at the very corner. And if you want your fence to work good, make sure you drive the rod that's in the ground in a wet spot, because if it's in a wet spot, it carries a bigger charge and it just zaps them right good once or twice, and the cows won't bother the fence. I'm really sold on this system. If you want to get more out of your pasture, this is the way to do it. If you want your animals to look better and to do better during the summer, this will pay off. If you want your feed to last longer, it'll last longer.